Hello, in this video I'm going to show you what it takes to switch between business and magazine as far as the WordPress theme is considered. So the first step when you're activating your WordPress theme from us is you choose whether you want a business or magazine layout. Once you click this, you can't go back. What it does is it initializes your site for the first time. There's no way to just flip a switch and magically it becomes magazine or business, but basically just sets up the configurations. You can actually change all these things. It's just a way of presetting up a bunch of configurations. So we're going to select business to start. Okay, and we move along. Here we go. What it does when we do the initial installation, if you don't have any pages already set up, it's going to set up those pages, some basic pages such as home and about and all that sort of things. And what it's also going to do is set up a layout. So for business, we normally have a left column. For magazine, we choose to have the column on the right because that's how magazines tend to look. So if you want to switch between the two, that's one of the things that you would do there. The other thing is that on a business, we tend to have the content bottom sidebar selected. On the magazine, we don't, and we use the content top sidebar. And those are the only differences in your pages. All the subsequent secondary pages, such as the About page or the blog page, you would have neither of these selected. And typically you would have the right column layout selected for magazine or the left column option for business. And these are the only differences between the two. And when you click that one link up there to choose business or magazine on your initial activation, all it's doing is it's creating these pages and initially setting these regions one way or the other. If you wanted to configure, so for example, I'm now changing it to what I would say is magazine by having a right column and having the content top region selected instead of the content bottom. I'm just going to save my page here. And I'm just going to show you by opening up another tab that my page is now going to be in a more magazine. See, this is more magazine related, and it's now we have a right column with some widgets pre-selected here. Now, you could have this below the text. Now, this is the text of your page, and you don't need to have anything here. But that's really all there is to switching between the two. There's nothing else more complex about it. But as I stated earlier, you can't just flip a button and say switch me the other way because, well, what if you didn't want some of these pages changed in a particular fashion? So we can't make that assumption for you. You have to make those changes yourself. So we've made that change to the home page. There may be other pages that you want to be right, have a right column. For example, the About page. Let's just go to the About page right now, and so that we can actually see this change in real time. So here's the About page, and it is using again a top region. It's using the sort of the standard layout, as well as a left menu. So we're going to change that by going here. We're going to say, you know what, we kind of really just want a minimized layout, and we want to use a right column because that's more magazine centric. And we're not going to use anything here. We're not going to use the top region or the bottom region simply because you really want to just have the page content set up on an About Us page. Hit update, and then we're going to reload this page. Wait for this to finish saving. Reload, and you're going to see that it shifts to a minimized layout, which is what we want, with items down the right hand side, which is more magazine related, so to speak. And then of course we have our page text here, and that is really the only difference between magazine and business. And you can make these changes all yourself without having to uninstall the theme or delete or wipe your database. It's basically that's all you need to do. Anyways, I hope you find that helpful.